What's up, Matadors? This is Victoria Ramirez.
And Sinaida Soto with your MatCast show for March 2nd, 2018.
On today's show, we'll be taking a look at the track team and how the coaches feel about this year's season.
We talked to some members of the art club, and we're also going to take a second look at the Matador Profile series. This is MatCast.
Track has been in full swing since the beginning of this year. Some even hope to make it to state. We talked with both of the coaches to get their thoughts on this year's season.
With track season starting off strong, we sat down with Coach Maldonado and Coach Ramirez to see what they have in store for this season.
My name's Lisa Ramirez. This is my first year at Seguin High School, my 22nd year teaching and coaching altogether. I want to impact the team by helping them understand that they are just as good as anybody else. For some reason we have a confidence, the confidence they have here is not to where it needs to be. They think, oh, everybody else is so much better. With me working with them, my assistants working with them, we're here to help them build up their confidence and build up them as a runner, as a competitor, to be able to go and compete against other schools.
I just want them to be better for having known me. Everything they do out there is just going to help them grow. It's part of the process. Like I said before, watching them achieve their goals is real important to me. Having them set their goals, working hard, being a part of a team is important. But I'm just like a guide. A coach is like a guide, and I'm just helping them find their way, find their path as a young adult, and track is part of it, where they can try to help on their self-esteem and then help achieve their goals that they want athletically.
My favorite actually is kind of the quarters, which is the 400. That's kind of what I base my whole program off of, running. But in all actuality, every event, once it comes down to a track meet, every event is just as exciting as the next one.
My favorite part, there's two favorite parts. Like the first day of the week is the hardest part of the week, where they go out there and they run, and it's tough, and motivating them to do that. Once you accomplish that, that's real exciting. And then, like I said, the track meets are always fun. You know, I remember when I ran track, having the butterflies and the way you feel before you run your race. And then after that race, whether you did well or not, you know, that feeling of, hey, I accomplished something, I competed. And then you work, you know, for next week to try to make yourself better. Come on out, give it a try. You never know till you try. Push yourself a little bit, see how you feel. For the most part, the workouts, they're tough. I'm not going to lie, they're tough, but the track meets are a lot of fun.
One of the newest clubs here at the high school is the Matador Art Club. After having an overwhelming group of students show up at their first meeting, they hope to keep growing. We interviewed some of their leaders, and here's what they said.
I'm Sophia Anderson, and I'm a junior. My position at Art Club is the president. My favorite thing about creating art is that it acts like a stress relief and just kind of like an outlet for me. It's just like, it gives me a space to get down all my thoughts without, I guess, writing. Because I'm not that much of a writer, but I like creating different like monsters or people or stuff like that. I draw more, but I like sculpture more just because it's tactile and it gives me something to do. It keeps me busy.
I'm Robin, but everyone knows me as Ziggy, and I'm a senior. Art has always been an escape for me. I like creating different universes and just wandering off into them. I'm a comic artist, actually. I do my own comic strips. I'm wanting to do some comic books, but I don't know whether I'll do that or not. I've been drawing since since as long as I can remember. I always drew like dogs that look like mops. But I started actually cartooning around 2011 when I was 11 years old, and I've just done it ever since. I was always inspired by different artists, more specifically to be a cliche artist on DeviantArt. I've made a lot of friends on DeviantArt, and I think that's what the art community is about, is making friends and collaborating.
What inspires me depends on what I'm doing, because it could be another artist I've admired, or it could be the music I listen to, or I don't know, I really like flowers lately, so I guess nature. Art is a huge part of my life because I'm not sure, it's just something I've done forever and something I really want to be good at, and so if I give up now, then, you know, I'll probably suck forever. Usually a drawing I'll just kind of sketch out or I'll doodle or something. A sculpture can take anywhere from like a week to a couple months depending on what medium I use. Right now my favorite medium is plastilina clay, and it's just a molding clay that doesn't dry out, so you don't have to constantly wet it and you don't have to bake it if you don't want to. It just won't crack or crumble. It's really nice. What makes me keep going is that, well, sometimes it's a school project and I have to. And sometimes it's something I really want to do, it's just I don't have the means to do it at that moment, and so I put it away for a little bit and come back to it. I see myself doing art for the rest of my life, but I don't really see myself making a career out of it. But it's something I want to keep with me.
The art club meets every other Tuesday. I'm currently in charge of advertising, more or less, in the art club here in the high school. I really hope that we can build a community of artists here, because I know there's a lot of us.
We don't have a lot of art-centric things here, and so I think it's a good way for me to meet other people and for other art kids to meet people and collaborate. Please come, because we need all the people we can get. I think it's a really good idea, because we're trying to expand our art community in Seguin.
A few weeks ago, we came out with our first part of the Matador Profile series. Here's a look at our editor-in-chief of the Matador yearbook, Jace Holmes.
Hi, my name is Jace Holmes. When my mother was pregnant, they told her I was supposed to be a boy. I have a geographical tongue and I sound like a pig when I scratch my throat. I was like, ah! Please go get my phone! I'm Jace Holmes. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Matador yearbook. I'm also involved in athletic training, MatCast newspaper. I got into journalism by quitting theater my freshman year, and I started off in J1, and then like my second day I got moved into advanced journalism, where I was a writer, which was a really bad idea on the teacher's part because I suck at writing. I was in MatCast, which was also a rough time. I was kind of good in there, but I kind of wasn't. But I didn't meet deadlines, but my stories were good, so. And then after MatCast, I just like quit it, and then I stuck with yearbook. My experience all 4 years has been a roller coaster because, you know, I started off really, really bad to where I almost got kicked out. And, I was like, well, I have to step it up because this is what I want to do. So later on, junior year, I got a position, an editor position, and I just went on from there. My leadership skills just like, I got really cocky, I guess, and I just like stepped on people's toes, which was a bad thing, but eventually it led me to where I am now, which is editor-in-chief. How are you gonna... How do we turn this thing off?
Well, that's it for this MatCast episode. This has been Sinaida Soto
And Victoria Ramirez.
Have a great weekend, SHS.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
I'm in my mom's car. Vroom, vroom. Get out in me car.
I smell like beef. I smell like beef. I smell like beef.
Hi, welcome to Chili's. Look at all those chickens. 2 guys chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
Hi, my name is Trey. I got a basketball game tomorrow. I'm a point guard. I got a shoe game.